Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and in this video I'll be going over the various discounts and bonuses that are now active in GTA Online as of Thursday the 21st of October 2021. All of these are going to be available for 1 week until Thursday the 28th of October. The podium vehicle this week is the Peyote Gasser, which can be won by spinning the lucky wheel in the casino. It's in the muscle class and normally sets you back just over $800,000. You won't be winning any muscle car races in this, and it doesn't have the kind of top speed you'd expect for what is meant to be a drag car, but it's quite interesting nevertheless and a fun car to own, especially for free if you can win it. The prize ride this week is the RT3000, which can be won by finishing in the top 4 in 8 pursuit races, then claiming it at the LS Car Meet Slam Truck. It's in the sports class and normally costs you just over $1.7 million. It's one of the slower cars for tuner races, so it's surprising that you have to do so many races to win it, given the requirements for some of the other vehicles in the past. It's up to you if you want to go through the effort. The premium race this week is Senora Freeway, which is an old-style point-to-point race in Blaine County for the Supers class. There are enough corners, especially at the start, to make the Emirates and Krieger still the best options as usual, but high top-speed cars like the Devest 8 might also do well here. Also, the regular town trial this week is Raton Canyon, which you can see being completed later in the video alongside the premium race track, with the RC town trial being Vespucci Beach. In terms of regular vehicle discounts, it's pretty lackluster overall this week. The best car for sale this week is the Gauntlet Hellfire, but you'll only be getting 30% off that. You'll also get 30% off the Caracara 4x4, which is largely useless and still overpriced with the discount. As for 40% off deals, that applies to the Desert Raid, which is a pretty fun vehicle, the Hellion, which is okay but still too expensive for what it is, and the Lurcher, which is again a fun vehicle for Halloween. And to finish up the disappointment, you'll get 25% off the Jabba, and that's all for the discount this week. Lovely. You can of course find out the lap times, top speeds and tiers of all the vehicles that I've mentioned here by checking out the playlist and video links in the description and pinned comment. In terms of discounts specifically for Amazon Prime Gaming members who've linked their Rockstar Social Club accounts, you'll get 70% off the Bezra, taking it from $1.15 million to just under $350,000, in addition to 70% off the Z-Type, making it cost just under $300,000 from just under $1 million. Not only that, you'll be able to get the Sanctus, which normally costs just under $2 million, for free. Finally, we're seeing some decent Prime deals again. I'd also like to thank Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. Manscaped offers the perfect tools for your family jewels, specialising in below-the-waist grooming and hygiene. The new Performance Package 4.0 kit they sent me now includes the Weed Whacker, which is a water-resistant and cordless nose and ear hair trimmer designed to match the natural ergonomics of your nose. Use the link in the description to head to manscaped.com/Bruffy to get 20% off plus free international shipping. Other miscellaneous bonuses this week include double money on Alien Survivals, Halloween adversary modes and business battles, plus a variety of Halloween content is back available and a new arcade machine is available to buy. There's also 30% off casino penthouse, renovations and decorations, plus 50% off laser weapons. In terms of my deal of the week, I'm going to have to give it to the Sanctus. While I probably won't even get it myself, it's not going to do anything good in bike races, and it's a Prime Gaming exclusive deal, you can't overlook getting a relatively cool vehicle that normally costs $2 million for free, especially when all the regular deals are so mediocre. And now it's time for the news and discussion segment of the video where I ramble on for a few minutes about something while you watch me complete this week's time trial and showcase the track for the premium race. So, time trials, this is the second time trial that I haven't been able to do in the Adder. I didn't give this one as much time as what I did for Up Chiliad, where I spent way too much time trying to do that and the video was super late. So I gave it half an hour, I couldn't do it, so I just went to the BF400 and did it first time because it was that easy. But yeah, it feels like it is possible in the Adder. I might give it a little bit more time later on in the week, but yeah, I figured to get the video out, it was worth just, going for the BF400 for this one. Interestingly, obviously, I haven't done videos for the last 2 weeks, these update videos. That was just because I was having a break from streaming and I needed a break from the video making as well. I'm coming back a lot better now, feeling much better. It was a much needed rest. But I did still do the time trials from the last 2 weeks in the Adder. The first one was really easy. But the one from last week, which was Power Station, People were saying that I was going to have a pretty hard time with that, and I ended up doing it in about 15 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. I'm going to put in as much of that footage as I can, depending on how long this discussion segment lasts, so you can see the time trials in the adder from the last couple of weeks as well. But yeah, Raton Canyon was certainly the most difficult one that I've had to do in the adder since up Chiliad, and there was one or two runs that I did with it where I felt like I was close, but then I messed it up right at the end. I think it might be possible, but it's also I wouldn't be surprised if I give it another hour to trying it and never get it. So we'll see. I think my dream of being able to do every time trial in the adder isn't possible, at least on PS4 at 30 FPS. If I was on PC at higher FPS or something like that, it would probably be easier, but even then it might not be possible, and especially with Down Chiliad coming up, I don't think it would have been possible anyway. But it's been fun to sort of do all of these in the adder, and maybe I'll still put up a video of 29 out of 32 time trials in the adder or something like that. So yeah, this is the first time that since the break, since I haven't been doing these update videos and having a bit of a discussion and making the videos in general, I haven't really had a chance to talk about the definitive edition for the trilogy, the old trilogy, the GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas. We all probably know by now that they are getting re-released in the so-called definitive edition that Rockstar are going to be putting out there. And I don't know, it's been kind of interesting to see people's thoughts as time has gone on with this. I've never really expected it to be anything more than the original games touched up a little bit. But then there's people been saying that, it's going to be completely remade and all this kind of stuff. I know there was sort of a leak early on about things being made for this game in Unreal Engine, UE4. But from what we were talking about on the podcast, and Josh said this, that yeah, they're probably using Unreal Engine for like the splash screen when you first start up the game, where you'll choose which game you want to play. But I can't imagine they're going to completely recreate all of these games with new physics and a new engine. So my thoughts is that it's crazy that we don't have any more information, but I feel like Rockstar would have shown some gameplay if it was going to be such a big remake as what that is. My thoughts are that it's just going to be a remaster. It's just going to be taking the original games, touching them up, making them look a little bit better. The physics is all going to still be the same. The graphics are all going to still be the same in terms of the base amount of the game. And I think the fact that they've removed the original games from the Rockstar store, and I think Steam as well and all that kind of stuff, just further showcases that in my mind. If this definitive edition was going to be a much bigger thing, they would keep the original games there as well for nostalgia. I think this definitive edition is going to be the original games just touched up a bit. So that's what I think. You can let me know what your expectations are from it in the comments. But yeah, I wouldn't start thinking that they're going to be completely remaking everything, or giving the old games in GTA 5 physics engine or anything like that. That's not going to happen. I think there was a little bit of a leak from, I think it was the Rockstar launcher, when the game goes up, and there'll be a little bit of text that tells you a little bit about it, and it said that the controls are going to be at least updated to sort of match GTA 5 style controls. So maybe instead of using X and square to accelerate and brake on the old PlayStation versions of the game, you'll be using R2 and L2 just like you would in GTA. So that'll be a nice change, I think. But in terms of anything beyond that, I can't see it being a huge difference. But we'll have to wait and see, because as always with everything, whether it's the expanded edition that we got delayed for GTA 5 or these definitive editions for the 3D era of games, they're just not telling us anything about it. So yeah, there's nothing we can really say, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and thank you for continuing to support the channel and coming back to these videos and my videos in general. Even though I've had a bit of a break, I really appreciate it. As usual, I will be back with another video just like this next Thursday, the 28th of October, where we'll go through everything that's changed once again. Feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.